How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another deck profile for Robin, set 9, One Piece TCG. Listen, if you remember back when set 9 kind of got put onto the sim, I was trying a bunch of different lists for Robin, but I've been seeing this list or something very similar to it posted a lot, talked about a lot, using a lot of like the egghead stuff, and I guess it makes a lot of sense. You have a lot of good value cards that also all have triggers that work off of Robin's ramp, even though a lot of these don't work because, for the example, for this Edison card, we are not Vegapunk. We are not Vegapunk. We are Robin, so we don't get the trigger. However, you can still trash him for the effect. But there are a lot of great egghead cards that we can use, i.e. this Luffy, Nami, Lilith, to search out both of them, right? The event. But let's get into the deck list. If you're unfamiliar, we got Robin, purple and yellow, 4-life leader, banish, and when attacking, you may trash one card with trigger from your hand and add one card from your Don deck as rested. So basically trash the trigger to ramp one rested. Pretty good. Starting off, we've got Linlin, the 9-cost Charlotte Linlin, 4 copies. This is, and there's a theme with this list in particular that I think is about just kind of trying to control the board while also trashing your opponent's life, obviously. But we've got the Linlin, 9-cost, on play, Don -1, trash one card from your hand. You heal one, adding one card from the top of your deck to your life, and then place one of your opponent's cards, or their characters, with a cost of 6 or less to the top or bottom of their life face up. Now, this is very important because, yes, you're healing your opponent. However, Robin's lead ability and the 6-cost Robin just trash their life anyway, right? We have banish on our leader, so putting something to our opponent's life doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get that card back, which is really good. We've got 2 of the 9-cost Luffy, the new one from set 9. 9-cost, 10k power, on play. Turn 1 or more Don from your Don area to your Don deck, and then draw 1 card, and then he gains Rush. And the fact that he is 9-cost makes it so we can leave 1 Don up for an event, or maybe even to play out Olivia to buff ourselves. But next, for our final top end card, we've got the Yamato. Of course, Yamato goes great with the fact that if our opponent is guarding their life, because again, we have banish, that just means we can KO something with a higher cost. If we play out a Linlin one turn and then next turn, hey, they've healed. So that means Yamato has more targets, right? Next, we got a 2k counter, Edison. Again, we don't get his trigger effect, but we still can do his on play because that isn't specified for leader locked or anything like that. Also, he is a 2k counter searchable by Lilith, and he does have a trigger, so we can trash him for our lead ability if we really needed to, but a 2k counter. Next, we got Frankie, another 2k counter, 4/5, and then trigger, draw 1 card, and then you have 1 or less life, play this card. So he can be a body that triggers himself out, but also just a searchable 2k. Next, the Luffy, 5/6, 1k counter. The activate main, you may place his character into your trash if your life is 2 or less. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4, and then draw 1. Again, this is another way we can kind of KO, control the board. Luffy kills a 4 cost. Yamato can kill, depending on our... I didn't even go over Yamato's effect. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to you and your opponent's life, and then if you have 1 or less life, then you heal 1. So these are just more ways that we can kind of KO our opponent's board. And again, we ramp whenever we swing, so hopefully we'll get to these before our opponent can play out any of their top end, so we can kind of KO anything that they've played so far. Next, we've got the Lilith, the 3-cost searcher, 5k power, look at top 5 on play, field 1 card with the egghead type, so that searches out all of our, most of our 2ks, the Luffy, and then the Nami we'll get into. We've got the 5-cost Nami, and of course, on play, main trash card 1 with trigger from your hand, then KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less, and then if you have 3 or less in your hand, draw 1 card. This helps us replenish our hand size because obviously with Robin's leader ability, we're trashing 1 card with trigger from our hand to ramp. So there's a good chance that by the time we get to play out our top end, we have a little bit lower hand size. Also, Linlin's trashing a card, a lot of stuff makes it so our hand size goes a little bit lower. So this kind of deck helps us draw a little bit conditionally, of course. Next, we've got another 2k counter, the Olivia. right? The 1 cost 2k counter on play, give up to one of your leader Nico Robin's power plus 3,000 for the turn. So 1 Don to go up plus 3,000. That's what I'm saying. If you have no other play for 1 Don, you know, if you play out one of your top end, you can still buff yourself to 8k to swing at life, you know, pretty good. Then of course, one of the better yellow cards to get printed out of set 9, right? The 6 cost 6k power Nico Robin 1k counter on play. If your opponent has 3 or more life cards, trash the top card of their life. There's really no playing around that. If they're gonna guard their life from our leader swings, then we can still trash their life with this. And like I said, say they're at 2 life, we heal them with a Linlin. Next turn, we can just trash that card that we healed them and then swing a banish at their life too, right? Next, we've got Saul, the 3/5 blocker that just trigger if your leader's Nico Robin play this card. Really good to just get a free blocker out of life. And also, even though he is a dead card, he doesn't have any counter, we can trash him for our leader ability to have something to ramp with. Next, getting into our events, we've got 4 of the Gum Gum Giant. This is one of the best purple counter events, right? Obviously, you will probably want to use this towards your late game because it is Don -2, trash 1 card from your hand, and then if your leader has the Straw Hat Crew type, give up to one of your leader characters plus 4,000 for the turn, and then draw 2 cards. So even though you trash 1 card to use this effect, you are replacing both this card and the trashed card by drawing 2, and you go up 4,000. Again, going Don -2, you'll probably want to use this at 10 Don because then it doesn't matter, right? Next, we've got the Egghead event, counter plus 3,000 for 1 Don. That is, if you have 2 or less life, give it to one of your leader or characters plus 3,000 for the battle. But also the trigger is really good. Play 1 cost 5 or lower Egghead character from your trash. That's just really good. But that is the deck list. I'm very eager to check this out. I wanted Robin to be really good. I know it's probably still not going to be the best deck out of set 9. Might not even be close, but this deck I think has been doing pretty good. At least I've been seeing posted or talked about a lot. So I want to try it out, see how it goes. So let's get into a few games. Oh, we got Enel. All right, let's go first. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's keep. We will just pass turn 1. We don't really have turn 1 play, but swinging at Enel is actually really good with Robin because... Oh, we can also play Lilith. I think we do that. Ooh, but I am going to bottom deck. But I think I'll just trash the event, honestly, to ramp. But we do bottom deck a Nico Robin. But just the fact that he doesn't get to use a lot of his triggers, he doesn't get to build a big hand size for his late game, I think we can have a pretty good time against this. All right, we have to trash a card now. Just a stamp. Unfortunate, really unfortunate. Let's go. I kind of want to get to 9. I might just play out one of my bodies because we're gonna need something, right? We're gonna need. So we'll ramp. I don't have the best to play out. He might just KO this with a Gadatsu, but that is what it is. Yep. Unfortunate for us. I can just KO his Gadatsu. So we'll swing 5 of life, trash nothing. So I'll kill his Gadatsu. Yeah. Not really doing the best to starve us. Because now I can just trash that. Think we are, get rid of a Yamato. That's pretty good. And our Yamato is outside of his KO range. He can KO my Robin, but he does not. He heals us, and that is fine. Let's think about this. I kind of want to play out the Luffy, have a big body that just kind of replaces himself. I don't think I will swing with him. So I'll swing 6 at life. trashing nothing. We get a card out of his hand, right? Turn no extra done. We get a 2K counter. Great. Next turn, we can play Lin, maybe. I didn't want to go down too low in hand size, right? We can play Lin. He is looking pretty rough with his hand size. We got rid of a Yamato, right? And he has healed us up to 6 life. So we'll just take all of these. Honestly, do I even need to? Like, I can kill this, but because this is just, yeah, this is not opponent's turn. So yeah, we'll keep it in hand, I guess. Oh, cool. So we get to play out our Frankie. Get another swing. That's great. Wait. Oh my God. See, yep. Misplay for sure. Absolutely. Do I need a cycle? I'll just keep the 2K with a +1, right? Katakuri. I can get rid of his blocker for sure. I think we'll do that. So we'll turn that. We'll trash the Nami. Gain a life. Put you to the bottom. And then I'm going to try to clear his board a bit. Cool. I guess he does not have that much counter. I might not even need to use the Olivia there then. Keep it in for counter, right? That's good. We'll just continue to deny him cards. Now we're at 3 life. He has 3 swings. If he uses Tendon for a rush, he takes with Hiyori. I wonder what he put in. We'll counter 1 here from Luffy. I still do have all 2Ks, so I can defend my board. So he can heal up the Hiyori. But honestly, now I can just kind of banish that. Just by swinging 7. Still don't know what he put in. He could have put in a beige, right? I'll swing 7 here. We know he has 1K counter from that. We'll just swing 9. 9. And then just go for game. Yep, GG. All right, we got a Rob Lucci. This is unfortunate, but we get not a bad hand. We're missing the 6-cost Robin, but he can just get a lot of value off the stuff that we trash anyway. So if I'm him, I'm not really too sad about it. We get the Robin. That's pretty good. I'm just going to swing big here. Kind of just rush down his life while just denying resources. The Gecko Moria. That is pretty good. Losing an 8-drop Gecko. We'll just take all of these. No effect. Rebecca into Brooke. Interesting. So we'll swing 5 at Brooke. Do I need to ramp? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. It's just all 2Ks really. All just 2Ks. I will get rid of an Edison just so we can get onto our 9-don curve. He gives us a 2K, which is really good. So we'll just trash that top life. Tempest Kick. Pretty good. These are good resources that we're getting out of his hand. I'll take 9 Mom. Pretty good. We'll be able to do that next turn. He does Tempest Kick, which gets him the minus as that was his 10th card in trash. Playing out the Kaku. Interesting. What do I really want to banish out of his life? I guess the Brook. We'll just swing 5. Boom. So we'll Don minus, trash this, gain a life. Rook probably to the bottom. Pretty good. Take, that's perfect. Play out the Lilith search, we get... I think Luffy's actually pretty good here. We can kill the Rebecca. But I was hoping to just... Yamato next turn. We just Yamato, kill Rebecca anyway. Get another 9 mom. Pretty good. He's using a lot of resources here. The Jack. That is going to be unfortunate. So we will this to kill Rebecca. Swing 6 banish at him. He loses another 8-drop. That is very unfortunate, not gonna lie. Takes the 5k. Maybe just be looking for resources. That's absolutely fine. He could just free kill that with Jack. Not upset about that. Uses another Tempest Kick. So is that 3 in trash? Because he used 1 and then we banished 1, I think. I think we'll take. We get a Frankie. That's and we draw into a Yamato. Pretty good. Pretty good. The Uta. I can just kill the Uta with Yamato, right? This is only by leader swings. So he's gonna kill the Jack, but but if he plays out a Sabo, then yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, he wanted to really get rid of that so he could keep the Uta on board, but we'll just kill it and heal. And yes. Swing 6. Gives us a 2k. I was debating buffing up to 8, but realistically didn't think I'd need to. Kaku. We'll take a Saul, so either he has to turn this sideways or swing into it. We'll just block. Do I have the counter, actually? No, I need 1k counter. Which is what we get. Whew. So go up to 10. Jeez Louise. All right. So I gotta leave 1 up for leader ability. So no trash. For not leader ability, but for giant. Okay. So I think I'll kill the Jack. Does he have a 2k? Does he have a 2k? Yes. Okay, that is really good. So we will deploy, return, we'll trash you, gain a life, put you to the bottom, pass. Whew. Okay. So still a little bit choppy. We don't have any counter besides our, but we will go here to Dawn, trash you, go 4,000. We draw into a 2k counter. Resolve. Pretty good. Whew. This is getting choppy because we still can't kill him next turn unless we like top deck the 6-cost Robin. Right? I think I'm also missing in this deck list is a 0-cost event. We still have a lot of bricks and it's not always plausible to leave up. Oh, geez. Oh my gosh. The Saul. Does he have the KO with enough to swing with a Spandine? Probably not. Do I just leave that up though? As a swing? Because I have the counter. So we'll do 2k. He gives a Rebecca. Okay. What's he going to take back? Brooke. Oh my goodness. Wait, this actually, I think is perfect. Play out trash. That's 3 life. I think we got it. I think we got it off the top deck. Let's see. So he has 2 life. We have 4 swings. We need all of them to kind of go through. I can go 6, 7. He takes. Hold on. Just gotta make sure we're on Robin. Go 7. Trash nothing. And then we have 9 and 9. Oh my goodness. GG, what a close game. Really, that was insane. We kind of lucked out with the Saul there. Really did, actually. That was kind of insane. But that's what happens when most of your deck is triggers that can help you in some way, at least. But yeah, leading up to Dawn is kind of not really possible if we're using our top end, which is unfortunate because a lot of these are pretty good counter defense events, but only get to really use one of them per turn. All right, we get to go first against blue yellow ace. Pretty good. He does play a lot of 5 costs, so the Nami could be pretty good. We'll keep because we can trash Saul. Let's see. I'm not sure what in set 9 what ace is running that's new, but okay, the Sanji seems pretty good. Let's go 8 trash Saul, go ramp. Loses out on the Kid Luffy, which is pretty good for us. Kind of helps prevent him from just going to 7k each time. If you're unfamiliar with Ace's leader ability, here it is. He basically searches for 2 Dawn every time to put a 5 cost to the top of his life. And then something like Sanji here can get rid of that, or you could just play the kid version of Luffy right now to buff himself. But now he can just swing with Sanji, right? And change that out. We will, I think, take... can't use that. I gotta remember, can't use that. Silly me. We'll take... no. We could use this to play Saul, but... I will kill your Sanji. We will trash Saul, so we can use the Yamato. Or if he wants to give me counter for that, that's also fine. He has a pretty decent hand, so I wouldn't mind getting some cards out of that. It's debatable because this is a really good key opponent to have on the board. Yep, so gives us counter, but we trash that Satori, so no body trigger, right? He did place that there, so that's good. We got essentially out of that turn 2 2Ks and a 1K. So 5k worth of counter. Really good. And now we can just focus on swinging this character Robin into his Sanji, which will be a bigger swing, right? And then just swing our banish into his board. Robin is a 6 cost, so he can't kill it with Luffy, and also he is blue and yellow, so he can't oh, amazing. He could kill Frankie now, but at least we got a 2k out of that exchange. 6 at us, we will 2k. Yep. So I could just actually use Yamato, heal and kill the Sanji, and then just swing at his life. That, I think that's better, right? We'll just pressure his life. He'll be more willing to probably take these 2 swings rather than our leader, but we'll at least get 1k counter out of that. But I need to swing with Frankie anyway because he gave us the Luffy, but let's try and pressure him down a little bit. And then maybe next turn if we need to, we could Lin depending on what he plays, but he's giving us counter for these, which I appreciate. Ooh, I think I'm okay to trash. That's fine. I didn't have Dawn up for it anyway. That would have been a dead card in hand. And I don't think he plays much rush. Maybe like the 5 cost ace, but he'll just buff himself and heal. We can put this to his life and kind of swing at it. He might swing at our board, but he does not. That's fine. We get a 2k counter that I gotta keep remembering to not hit trigger. He uses the peel off. All right, we will Lin, Dawn, trash our non-counter, gain a life, put this to your bottom. I think I will buff myself to swing at him because I don't know if I really need the 2k. We have 2 2ks, 2 1ks, right? I'll swing 9. That Soul Poke was a really good card to get out of life, gotta be honest. Because otherwise that is a pretty big Dawn commitment for just an event, right? You're not establishing a body, whereas you are with like the 7 cost Big Mom. Not gonna just let that go through because he has the... Yep. He could have 2 of them. So I'm going to 2 and 1. Because next time, if he doesn't buff himself up to 7k power leader, we do have enough to probably go for game. Especially since he just trashed that. And also, we put that to the bottom. I didn't realize how good that is. My goodness. I didn't realize how good that is. 2, 3. I'm just going to go really big with the banish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 9 banish. Putting that to the bottom of his life meant that he really couldn't fix that. GG. I like that. What's a rematch? Let's do a rematch. Sure. I don't often do, but let's see. I do like the Luffy. Okay. So we are going second. I think, though, that Ace does want to go second, but taking away first is totally fine. No trigger, but we can play that out on our first turn. Viola, probably to look at our life, I guess. Very applicable in a yellow like mirror matchup to just look at your opponent's life. So he rearranged my life. Let's play this out. Oh, I really wish you could take that, but we'll take the Luffy. Swing 6 banish will ramp with... I think I have to trash a Luffy at this point. We do have another one, and Nami gives us a 2k. We do have another top end Luffy, but might want to be a little bit safer with my life that I take, as I don't have a Yamato, but I do have 1 heal. And we do have a Gum Gum Giant. Gets the Nami out. He does have 3 Dawn up, so he could use something else to... we'll take... Okay. So, yep, he gets that. Let's see. Let's see. We can kill one of his blockers and then just swing 7. So we'll do that. Okay, we get that. Swing 7. We don't really need to ramp, but if I do, that means I could use an event and I don't think I need to. Okay, we get 2 cards out of his hand. Pretty good, pretty good. His hand size is pretty low. He is blue though, so I gotta respect the pudding. I am a little bit scared of that right now. That'd be a really good time to hit me, as I have 9 cards. I really shouldn't say that, because I feel like I will it into existence every time I talk about something that could go wrong for me. They just... At least we keep the Big Mom. We kept the Big Mom. I gotta stop saying things. I gotta stop saying things. Really, I do. I have a couple of options. I could use the Nami to kill, and then if I go down here to 4, I go back up to 5. This plays out to 4, trash 3. I think I if I do that, then I can... but then I wasted 2k for a 5 swing. Yeah, I kind of want to play out the Nami, I guess. Maybe get something better as a target for... because I want to get rid of that. Trash you, draw. Pretty good. Let's see. Do I want to be greedy and play out my second Lilith, or just swing 7 and 7 and get rid of that Nami? I think going 7 and 7. But if he doesn't take here, then I might just not swing again. But I really need to. Okay, he takes 7. Probably take, as it's not banish. Yep. Yeah, I really need to stop talking sometimes when I'm thinking about something that could go wrong. Choose not to. It might have been a Satori, something that he might want to just keep in hand for counter. But if he plays out something lower than 6, then I get to heal him with it and then maybe just banish it at a later turn. or it actually just goes to the bottom of his deck, which is really good against this deck that I'm realizing. Like the Lin, putting something to the bottom of your life face up just ensures that it's going to go, right? All face-up cards go to the trash. I'm just going to trash it anyway. So we'll be able to trash that Luffy. That's a big swing though, so I don't know if I want to kill my board. Might want to. Oh, but that's just a Frankie. That is beautiful. That'd be Frankie into the Robin. So we'll be able to maybe banish 2 life out of his life next turn. Because I don't think we need... Okay, Luffy. But he's at 3 life, so we can't do that. Let's see. Let's go. You will trash... Oh, Return of Dawn. Trash. Gain a life. I kind of want to get rid of this Luffy, so I'll put you to the bottom, so that way you can't trash one of my characters and draw. We'll play you out. Buff. Boom. Swing 8 at 7. Trash nothing. Hopefully get the banish out. He does need a 2k. Gives us 2 1ks. That's acceptable. We pass. And then at the end of this turn, unless he has a Viola blocker, then this card will get put to his trash. Which he played 2 out earlier, so I don't know if we'll have another. Plays out this Tori. He uses Red Rock to get rid of our 9-mom. Let's see if he has... He's down to 1 card in hand, so at least if he... I guess he doesn't. Just gotta take... We get 2k. But he trashes that anyway to draw and then just get... I kind of need to defend this. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's see. I need to kill this. That's an 8k body. We need 2 Dawn up for our events. Well, actually, 1 Dawn, because I can't use both of them. But maybe we do leave 2 Dawn up for if we take the first life. Let's go. Let's just go 8. All right, let's go 9. I don't know. He was giving us 1k, so yeah, let's go 9 into the Luffy. Red Rock hurt us, and also the fact that he... Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to be greedy, so we'll just go guaranteed kill on this. I can't afford to be greedy right now. Just go 5 banish. Hopefully he takes. He gives his last card in hand. A 2k counter Sabo. So very good that I didn't go 9 there and then lose out on that. We will pass. Really depending on his top deck. If he gets a rush ace, I could be in trouble, but I don't know. It would depend on what my life is and what I draw into with these. Okay, we will take. No trigger, obviously. We'll use event to Dawn. Trash the other one, buff. And we lose. That is, yeah, GG. We should have... No, yeah. GG. Just didn't seem to draw into the counter with the Gum Giant last time. But it happens, you know. You never know what those next 2 cards are going to be. Sometimes you just don't got the counter, right? But either way, that is the deck list for Robin. I really like this one. I got to say, I wasn't sure how much I would like just the Abundance of Egghead. But I feel like the fact that the Luffy and the Nami help us control the board so much, it can work out pretty well. It can work out pretty well, and just the fact that we have more searchable 2Ks with the package is good. If we have a dead card in our hand, we can just always trash it with lead ability, or the 9-mom, as I was often doing, just trashing the Lilith as she doesn't have counter, right? I would like to fit in like a 0 cost event into this deck just to really make it more sustainable. As we do have a lot of bricks in it, right? All of our top end doesn't have counter, which is 10 cards plus our 8 events that don't have counter on themselves, means we have to have a Don up for them. Like, it is a lot of bricks in this deck, is a lot, but overall I really like it. You can kind of control the board and your opponent's life pretty well, being that we can ramp into the 9 mom. I think she's pretty important, honestly, even more so than Yamato a bit, when you know that you might just be able to banish that card you put to their life anyway the next turn. Pretty good. Again, I'm missing the ability to search out my 6-drop Robin and just all my trigger cards, right, with the Darashi. Maybe you could find room for a couple of copies, as it does have a trigger that just helps replace itself. So it's, at least from life, it's not a dead card because you can just draw one. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think of the deck list down in the comments. If you've tried a deck list similar to this for Robin, let me know. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a little bit tricky sometimes to make sure you don't just absolutely run out of cards in hand, but that's why we have the Luffy and Nami, and honestly the 9-cost Luffy that replaces himself. Pretty good, but I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and of course, hope to see you on our next video. Bye-bye.